In a secluded house in Hawaii, veterinarian Lambert enters an enclosure belonging to a chimpanzee named Ben to give him antibiotics. To ease Ben's discomfort, he shows him a teddy bear. However, Ben grabs Lambert instead and violently kills him. The story then rewinds to 36 hours earlier. On a flight bound for Hawaii, Lucy calls her younger sister Erin to tell her she's coming home for summer vacation and asks if their dad is around to pick her up. Erin is surprised to hear Lucy's coming home. Suddenly, Lucy accidentally drops her teddy bear. A guy nearby picks it up and tries to flirt with her, but she brushes him off. She then joins her best friend Kate, who is also heading home to Hawaii. Erin then mentions that their dad is busy as usual and recently got a movie deal for one of his books. Lucy nods, says goodbye, and hangs up. Noticing Erin's expression during the call, Lucy tells Kate that her sister is upset with her for not visiting home as often, especially since their mother died a year ago. Kate comforts her, saying everyone grieves differently and that she is here for her. Just then, Hannah arrives, the popular girl in their college circle whom Kate clearly admires. Lucy is surprised and Kate admits she invited Hannah to stay with her. The guys nearby start flirting with Hannah, and she flirts right back. Then Hannah tells Lucy that her seat is the middle one, so Lucy switches seats. The flight finally lands in Hawaii. Kate rushes to hug her brother Nick, who happens to be Lucy's crush. Nick smiles and tells Hannah that Kate talks about her a lot. Then, he greets Lucy. Nick asks Lucy if her dad is picking her up. Lucy shakes her head, saying he's working. Hannah suggests that if Lucy's dad isn't home, they should head to her house and throw a party. The group agrees. They head to Lucy's home. Inside, Lucy sees her father, Adam, who is deaf, speaking with his book agent through a sign language. She catches his attention. Adam hugs her and signs that he's happy she's finally back home, then asks how her exams went. Lucy signs back that they went well. Kate also hugs Adam and signs that it's nice to see him. She then introduces Hannah to him and tells him that she and Hannah plan to stay with Lucy for the weekend. Shortly after, Nick greets Adam. Unlike Kate, he doesn't know sign language. Adam signs, asking how things are going between Nick and his girlfriend. Lucy translates. Nick says they broke up. Adam then signs to Lucy saying it's her chance, but Lucy tells Nick that Adam is sorry. Nick nods. Adam apologizes to Lucy, explaining that he has to go to work but will be back in a few days. Lucy nods, signing that they're used to it. Lucy goes upstairs and greets her sister, Erin, but she doesn't respond. Then Erin snaps, saying Lucy hasn't visited them since their mother's death. Lucy apologizes. She then takes the teddy bear she brought for Ben, and he grabs it. Lucy hugs Ben, who has been part of their family for a long time. Ben grabs his tablet.
Lucy, back. Ben, missed.
The sisters eventually reconcile. Later, they introduce Ben to Hannah. She is scared, and all of them share a good laugh. Lucy tells Hannah that Ben wants to shake her hand. Hannah quickly warms up to him. That night, after everyone went to sleep, Hannah explores the house and spots a picture. Nick joins her and explains that Lucy's mother passed away last year from cancer. He adds that she was a linguistics professor working on ways for humans to communicate with chimps, and one day she brought Ben to her home. Nick offers Hannah a cigarette and then leaves. Hannah decides to check out the massive pool in front of the house. As she relaxes after a long day, she's suddenly startled by Ben, who is staring intensely at the water, drooling. He then raises his hand, so Hannah gives him hers. Suddenly, he grabs her violently. Luckily, Adam arrives at that moment and whistles loudly. He then types a message on the phone and shows it to her before gesturing for her to get some sleep. Adam takes Ben to his enclosure, where he finds a dead mongoose. He signs to Ben, asking if he had a fight with any animals. Ben denies it. Adam checks Ben for wounds and notices a gash on his arm. He then locks Ben's cage. The next morning, Anna and Kate ogle at the pictures of the guys they met on the airplane. Outside, Adam places the dead mongoose on the table and tells the girls that it entered Ben's cage and bit him. Lucy asks if Ben is okay. Adam says yes, and that he will call Ben's vet to give him antibiotics. He also says he will send the mongoose for analysis just in case. Then he tells them he has locked Ben's cage and advises them not to open it. Then Adam tells the girls they'll have fun when he gets back. At that moment, Nick enters shirtless, and Adam and Erin smiles at Lucy. That afternoon, the group takes a swim in the pool. enjoying themselves. As evening falls, Lucy notices the way Nick looks at Hannah. Then, she asks Hannah if she plans to call the guys they met on the plane, mentioning that Hannah said she liked them. Hannah nods and asks Kate if she saved their numbers. Kate replies yes. Hannah then asks Lucy that she should call them instead. Nick and Kate encourage her as well. Lucy tells the group the call goes to voicemail, so she leaves a message introducing herself as one of the girls they met on the plane and cheekily invites them over for a hookup. Lucy also tells her address. Suddenly, the phone rings. Lucy answers.
Horror mansion.
It turns out to be Kate's mother, who asked Lucy to tell Kate to feed the fish because she can't reach her or Nick. At that moment, Kate suddenly throws up. Lucy ends the call and takes Kate to the bedroom, settling her in. Kate grabs her split heart necklace, and Lucy does the same. Outside, Nick tells Hannah that Kate drank so much to impress her, but Hannah tells him that Lucy is actually the one trying hard to impress him. Nick says he sees Lucy as his little sister. Then Hannah kisses him. Lucy sees them. Meanwhile, Lambert arrives and enters Ben's enclosure, but is then violently killed by Ben. Kate wakes up in the middle of the night and leaves her room to get some water. She hears a strange noise and looks at the teddy bear. Convinced Hannah is playing a prank on her, she calls out her name, but instead, Ben appears behind her. Kate notices Ben's strange expression. She runs and locks the door, then calls out for Lucy. When Lucy comes downstairs, Kate tells her that something is wrong with Ben. Lucy, confused, tells Kate that Ben's cage is supposed to be locked. Lucy crouches down and sees the teddy bear she brought, covered in blood. Kate admits she thought Ben was going to attack her. Aaron joins them and reassures Kate that Ben would never hurt anyone. Suddenly, they hear Hannah scream. Acting quickly, Lucy tells her sister to stay back while she and Kate head toward the pool where the scream is coming from. Lucy tries to calm Ben, who is attacking Nick. She speaks to him softly, asking what's wrong. Ben simply pats his arm. Nick suggests they should tie Ben up. He slowly moves toward the rope. Ben looks at him, but Lucy distracts him. Nick, trembling, opens a box and accidentally sets off a toy. Not knowing what to do, Nick throws the toy toward the sea. Nick tries to tie Ben up, but Ben isn't having it. Lucy grabs the rope and tells Nick to tie the other end. Gently, she speaks to Ben, signing that she is Lucy and that she won't hurt him. She carefully places the rope over his head. Then, Ben starts screaming and suddenly lunges straight at Nick. Aaron comes out and suggests they call Lambert. Lucy scolds her for leaving the house. Kate agrees with Aaron that calling the vet is the right move. Lucy tells them her phone is in her room, so Kate uses hers. Then Hannah asks Aaron if they have a gun. Appalled, Lucy snaps, "Do you want to shoot Ben?" Hannah nods, pointing out that it's what one is supposed to do with sick animals. Lucy bluntly tells her, adding that she doesn't know why Kate even invited her in the first place. Kate tells them to stop arguing and listen. They hear a phone ringing. It's the vet's phone coming from Ben's enclosure. Ben breaks free from the rope and sinks his teeth into Aaron's foot. Nick and Lucy rush to help her while Hannah tries to escape, but Ben blocks her way. Nick orders everyone to get in the pool, reminding them that chimps can't swim. Noticing Aaron is losing a lot of blood, Nick takes off his shirt and gives it to Lucy, asking her to use it as a tourniquet to stop the bleeding. Hannah asks Lucy if chimps can get rabies, since Ben's behavior seems like it. Panicked, Aaron tells Lucy that if Ben has rabies, she might have contracted it too. Lucy calms her, assuring Aaron she will be okay and they'll get her to a hospital. But Hannah tells Lucy that they're essentially trapped here. For the first time, Lucy looks around and realizes how isolated they truly are from the outside world. The group starts screaming for help while Ben watches them closely, trying to figure out how to reach them. Nick tells them that he should just push Ben over the edge. Kate isn't on board with the idea, but Nick swims toward Ben and pushes him over. Suddenly, a hand grabs Nick's and he falls to his death as Ben climbs back up. Kate starts crying for her brother while Ben laughs maniacally. Then Lucy spots a float nearby that can help Aaron stay afloat without their support. She tells the girls she's going to get it. Lucy carefully climbs back up without making any noise. Ben looks at her but doesn't move. She crawls toward the float and pushes it back into the pool. Then Lucy decides to grab Kate's phone, causing Ben to go berserk. Kate distracts Ben while Lucy grabs the phone and jumps into the pool. Kate tries to call 911, but her phone screen is cracked. Lucy tells her to call the recent number instead. The call connects, and the guys they met on the plane answer. Kate quickly explains that they're in trouble. One of the guys, clearly high from the drugs, jokes, trouble getting laid, frustrated, Hannah snatches the phone away and demands they call for help. Just then, Ben grabs her hair, causing her to drop the phone. The girls quickly pull her down to safety. Lucy dives back underwater for the phone, but it's completely dead. Ben looks at them and, using his tablet, he clicks the word dead. Meanwhile, in the city, Adam is at a book signing event when he receives a call from Mary, the vet he sent the mongoose sample to for rabies testing. He messages her, saying he found the mongoose in Ben's enclosure. Adam doesn't believe it and insists there's no rabies in Hawaii. He then calls his daughter, but the call goes to voicemail. Sometime later, Kate wakes up and tells the girls that Ben is gone. Lucy tells Kate she needs to call for help. Kate says Nick's phone is charging in the living room. Lucy swims back to the deck, and Kate joins her. They climb the stairs quietly. After surveying their surroundings, Lucy quietly opens the living room door, and they slip inside. Lucy asks where the phone is. "It must be somewhere," Kate answers. Eventually, Kate finds it and tells Lucy. However, as Lucy reaches to pick it up, she accidentally steps on the remote. Lucy grabs Kate, and they both hide in a closet. Ben comes in and starts damaging the furniture around the room. Lucy locks the closet door while Ben looks at them, then gets distracted by the cartoon playing on the TV. He then starts smashing the TV, startling Kate, who knocks over some boxes. This catches Ben's attention. He approaches the closet. They both hide inside the clothes as Ben breaks through the door. The girls hold their breath. Ben eventually leaves. Lucy signals Kate to stay put as she cautiously exits the closet to look around. Suddenly, she hears the tablet sound saying, "Bad." "Lucy?" Ben jumps on her and begins attacking violently. Kate rushes to her defense. They both sprint out of the living room, and Kate quickly locks the door behind them. Ben glares at Kate. He tries to open the door, but Kate holds onto the other side, preventing him. Frustrated, Ben retreats back into the living room and then charges at them, breaking through the glass. Lucy runs, but Kate takes a moment to look back and then runs again, only to slip and fall down the staircase crying out for Lucy. Lucy hears her and runs back upstairs, but it's too late. Ben grabs a brick and smashes it into Kate's skull. Lucy flees again, but Ben knocks her down. Hannah swims to the deck and throws a rope around Ben, tugging on it. They both jump into the pool, with Hannah still holding the rope. Lucy grabs it too, trying to pull Ben inside, but Ben grabs the rope from them and breaks free. Hannah asks Lucy where Kate is, but Lucy simply stares at Ben, who is now looking intently at the water. Meanwhile, Adam, worried, texts his daughter. His agent interrupts, telling him that the director wants to see him at the movie studio tomorrow. Adam stands up and leaves immediately. Back at the house, Brad and Drew, the guys the girls met on the plane, arrive after Lucy gave them her address. They split up to search for the girls. Brad goes downstairs while Drew heads upstairs. Ben notices them. Drew feels like someone is watching him. He enters Lucy's bedroom and looks at a picture of Lucy with Ben. Suddenly, Ben appears, startling him. Drew nervously tells Ben he won't hurt him. To distract Ben, Drew shows his car keys and throws them aside, telling Ben to fetch, but Ben pins him down. Drew jokes that Ben should take him to dinner first. When Ben grows aggressive, Drew frantically warns him to get off, or he'll call animal control to have Ben put down. He adds that they'll stick a needle so far up his ass. In response, Ben grabs Drew's jaw and tears it off. Meanwhile, Brad hears a muffled scream but ignores it and wanders out to the balcony where he spots the girls in the pool. He calls out for Drew, saying that he found the girls, but the girls tell him to be quiet. But Ben heard him. Brad notices a bone on the ground. He tries to fend Ben off with a shovel. While Ben is distracted, Hannah climbs out of the pool. She heads upstairs and sees Brad being attacked with the shovel. She spots a phone, grabs it along with her car keys from the living room, and runs to her car. However, she soon realizes she's entered the wrong car. Hannah gets out of the car, but Ben suddenly stands in front of her. She quickly jumps back inside and locks the door. Desperately, she calls 911 and explains the situation. A rabid chimpanzee is killing people. The operator asks for the address, but Hannah admits she doesn't know and asks the operator to track the call. Ben jingles the keys to the Jeep, unlocking it. Hannah quickly locks the door again. Ben approaches the window but then backs away. Suddenly, Hannah hears the trunk open and is violently attacked and killed. In the pool, Lucy reassures her sister, promising she'll get help. She jumps out of the pool and immediately sees her best friend's lifeless body. As she tries to reach the living room, she steps on broken glass which pierces her foot, and she lets out a scream. She sits down and pulls out the shard. At that moment, Ben appears in front of her, but then he hears a car pull up. Adam enters the house and signals that he is home, drawing Ben's attention. Lucy warns her father, but Ben notices her and attacks her instead. Outside, Adam grabs a pizza and heads upstairs. Lucy fights for her life. For a moment, Ben calms down and asks for her hand. She gives it hesitantly, but then he suddenly crushes her hand. Lucy pokes his wound and pushes him away. She crawls under the couch. Just then, Erin rushes in to save her sister but is violently attacked. Lucy tackles Ben to the ground. Meanwhile, Adam enters Lucy's bedroom and finds a dead body. Outside, the girls struggle against Ben, but he quickly overpowers them. He grabs Lucy's jaw and stretches it painfully. At that moment, Adam whistles sharply, catching Ben's attention. Ben runs toward him and attacks. A brutal struggle ensues. Lucy grabs a shovel and swings at Ben, but it breaks, and Ben knocks her down. Ben repeatedly crashes Adam's head into the floor. Suddenly, Adam spots a beer bottle and plunges it into Ben's body. The three of them embrace briefly in relief, but then Lucy sees Ben rising again. She pushes Adam and Erin aside and takes the fall. Luckily, her father catches her. The ambulance arrives. Erin tells them she loves them, and they say the same. Then Lucy hears. She spins around, heart pounding. But it's the police, testing Ben's tablet.